Walmart is taking a new approach on artificial intelligence. We will have more details next. It's a windy day at UCO. Hold on to your hat. Elijah DePona will have your weather update later. A Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. Chelsea Rios will have your social media update next. Broncos football took a loss to Northwest Missouri State on Saturday. Phil Rodriguez will have that and more in sports later. All this and more happening now.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, Broncos. I'm Valerie Scott.
And I'm Zach Sexton. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu paid a visit to the White House on Monday. He held talks with President Donald Trump about U.S. plans to end the war in Gaza. The 20-point plan would satisfy many of the preconditions put forth by the Israeli leader, but also includes some provisions that Hamas has already publicly rejected. Netanyahu says he's on board with the president's plan.
I support your plan to end the war in Gaza, which achieves our war aims. It will bring back to Israel all our hostages, dismantle Hamas's military capabilities, end its political rule, and ensure that Gaza never again poses a threat to Israel.
The president said if Hamas rejects this latest offer, he would support Israelis' effort to, quote, finish the job of destroying the threat of Hamas.
Working at Walmart will soon be different thanks to artificial intelligence. That's the message from CEO Doug McMillon, who says AI will phase out some jobs, create some, and change others in a dramatic reshape of the workforce. McMillon told a recent conference gathering at Walmart's Arkansas headquarters that it's likely every job will change in some way. Officials with the U.S. largest private employer say they're taking a close look at AI's implications to determine which of its workers would need training as certain jobs evolve. Other companies, including Amazon, Ford, and JP Morgan Chase, have already said its influence will lead to job cuts. Still, some U.S. company executives say the U.S. labor market remains healthy despite AI's growing influence, and they don't expect widespread employment losses.
The Central Pantry has been on campus since 2012. I was able to speak with Nicole Daughtery, UCO's Director of Community Engagement, on why the pantry is so important for students, staff, and faculty.
We accept any non-perishable food items or hygiene products as well. The big things, we always need everything. I'll just say that we will take anything and everything, any shelf-stable type item. But the things that we run out of the most are going to be canned meat, peanut butter, rice, and pasta. Those things are, I think, probably the easiest to make meals with, and so they go the fastest, and they're honestly what we get the least of. And so if anyone wants to throw in some extra bags of rice when they go grocery shopping to donate, we'll gladly take it.
Bronco Bites are also available for those who need a little extra help when it comes to footing the bill for the groceries. Just scan your UCO ID and grab some fresh food from the Bronco Bites fridge. Now that we have officially entered fall, will we be seeing fall or summer weather?
Up next, Elijah has your first look at weather.
Hi there. I got your first look at weather, all right? We're outside. We got a temperature of 81 degrees, sunny, shining. The sun is shining in its biggest form, all right? It feels like 81 degrees as well. The humidity is 41%, so something that you might feel on your skin, but nothing too crazy to mess up your clothes. We got an east wind at 8 miles per hour, but as we keep going, we look through the algae index, all right? So one of the things that's really high right now is mold, it's weed, and it's grass, right? But trees is actually on a medium level, something we still have to look out, though, for. All right? As we keep looking throughout the severe weather, I should say, we're going to see that we have no risk of flooding, no risk of hails, no risk of tornadoes. But the wind has been picking up, and it's picking up little by little, right? So something we have to watch out for. As we keep going, we're going to have a look ahead, all right? We're going to have clear skies this entire week, all right? Right now, we're going to see clouds, a little cloudy throughout the days, today and tomorrow, but as we keep going through, we're going to see the sun really poke out, right? We're going to have those summer conditions that we didn't really see during the summer, right? It's going to be sunny for the rest of the week, and a little fun fact, it's National Coffee Day. That's all I've got right now. Back to y'all at the desk.
I'm excited for the sunny week ahead. Thank you, Elijah. Attorneys for the man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk made an appearance in court Monday. Tyler Robinson has been charged with 7 counts, including murder. The 22-year-old wasn't in the courtroom, but made an appearance virtually. Robinson's defense lawyers asked the judge to schedule another hearing in 30 to 60 days. They said that they need time to review what prosecutors called a substantial amount of evidence in discovery of the case. The next hearing is set for October 30th. Robinson will appear in person. Robinson has been in the Utah County Jail since the September 10th shooting. If convicted, he faces the death penalty.
At least 4 people are dead and several are wounded after investigators say a gunman opened fire on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This happened outside of Flint, Michigan. The fire destroyed the church, and sources say up to 7 people are still unaccounted for. Michael Yoshida is in the Grand Blanc with the latest on the tragedy.
A community in mourning.
It's really kind of tough to see it in the background and realize that, a lifetime of memories is just gone.
As investigators search for answers,
we are continuing to work to determine a motive. In the past 24 hours, our investigative squads and specialty teams have been out all night, exhausting leads.
Worshippers were attending Sunday services when police say a man crashed his truck into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township. The suspect began shooting with an assault rifle and then used an accelerant like gasoline to set a fire, authorities believe.
These are places that we go to feel connected, to feel safe, to be together. But today, this place has been shattered by bullets and broken glass.
Authorities say the shooter died during an exchange of gunfire with police. The suspect was identified as a 40-year-old U.S. Marine veteran who served in the Iraq War.
This is clearly a mentally ill man. And we just don't understand the motive yet. What we know is that people who were just trying to pray at church were killed in their house of worship, a place that should be a sanctuary and safe. And we need to focus on the community right now and getting them the healing that they need.
In Grand Blanc Township, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Video game giant Electronic Arts is going private in a deal funded by Saudi Arabia and an investment firm backed by President Trump's son-in-law. Jared Kushner says he's excited about what's ahead for the iconic brand. The deal would be valued at about $55 billion. That would make it the largest leveraged buyout in history. Shares of EA jumped about 5% pre-market trading Monday morning. The deal is expected to close in the first quarter of the fiscal year 2027. Electronic Arts is behind the franchises Madden, The Sims, and FIFA.
Up next, Elijah DePona will have your full look at weather after the break.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum.
This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Hi there, I'm Elijah with your first look at weather. 81 degrees out there, like I mentioned before, mostly sunny, but there is still some clouds in the sky. We got an east wind of 8 miles per hour with 41% chance of humidity, but for once in a very long time, it feels like what it is, 81 degrees. Now, as we are able to look throughout our current conditions, the entire state as a whole is going to have a uniform degrees, about 80%, or 80 degrees, I should say. We got Oklahoma City at 81. We've got Woodward up there in 82. But the outliers, y'all can see up there in Guyman, all right, it's about to be 78, all right? But as we look through tonight, where we're going to be able to see that we are going to land at about 64 degrees, all right, mostly cloudy, right? With north winds with 8 miles per hour, still that 41% chance of humidity. And hear me when I say this, no rain, okay? Now, as we go to look through tonight, right, we're going to be able to see that everybody in the state, like I said in the beginning, is going to be uniformed, but up there in the Panhandle, all right? So we're going to see 64 in OKC, we're going to see 63 in Tulsa, 60 in Miami, but up there in Guyman, it's going to be 54, all right? As we look through tomorrow, we're going to be able to see that we're right back up there in the 80s, 85 in OKC, 85 in McAllister, 85 in Tulsa, all right? But we're going to be able to see that the entire state is moving up with us, right? The Panhandle is going to be up there in 84, all right? Now, our daily forecast, we're going to see that we're at 74 degrees, I should say, all right? Partly cloudy. Once we get up there to noon, we're going to be about 84 degrees, and then once we get to night, 64. So we're going to see fours all throughout the day. Now, if we look at that 7-day forecast, we're going to be able to see that Monday and Tuesday is going to be a little cloudy, but once we get throughout the rest of the week, it's going to be sun galore, right? You're going to be able to go out to the park. You're going to be able to enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend to the fullest, right? With Thursday and Friday being at 89 and Saturday and Sunday being in the high 80s respectively. I'm going to shoot it right back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Elijah. Coming up, what service got threatened with tariffs?
And which celebrity couple got married? Stay tuned for your social media update after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hello, Broncos. I'm Chelsea Rios, and this is your social media update. President Donald Trump said on Truth Social he is now adding 100% tariffs on foreign-made movies. He initially threatened this proposal in May, arguing that other countries have already offered tax incentives to filmmakers bringing them abroad for work. He said this is hurting the U.S., specifically California, saying the state has been particularly hit hard. Hollywood was surprised at the announcement, with an industry analyst telling CNN he has no jurisdiction to do this and it's too complex to enforce. This will be the first time a president will be putting tariffs on a service, but it is unclear when the tariffs will be enforced. Bad Bunny was just announced as the headliner for Super Bowl halftime show. The headliner announcement happened right after Bad Bunny finished a 2-month residency at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico José Miguel Agrelot, which helped bring in an estimated amount of $200 million in the Puerto Rican economy. He said in an NFL statement, "What I'm feeling goes beyond myself. It's for those who came before me and ran countless yards so I could come in and score a touchdown. This is for my people, my culture, and our history." Oliver Schuster, Apple's Vice President of Music, Sports and Beats, praised Bad Bunny as having a big impact on Latin culture. He said in the NFL statement, his music has not only broken records, but has elevated Latin music to the center of pop culture. The NFL Super Bowl is scheduled to take place at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California on Sunday, February 8th, 2026. Dolly Parton announced she had to postpone her upcoming residency in Las Vegas. She revealed on social media she is currently dealing with some health issues and cannot put in the rehearsal time she needs for the shows. She will have to undergo a few procedures to get the health issues corrected. Dolly Parton said she wants to put on a show that fans expect to see. The 79-year-old singer said she has no plans to retire, but said this is a sign that she needs to slow down. The reschedule of the shows have not been posted or announced to be coming soon. And Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are now officially husband and wife. The couple got married in California Saturday and announced the news on social media. Several photos from the wedding ceremony was posted. The couple began dating in 2023 and announced their engagement last December. And Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's announced the birth of their third child. Rihanna posted a picture of her daughter on her official Instagram page Wednesday. The baby girl, Rocky Irish Mares, was born on September 13th. This is the first girl for the couple, with 2 boys named Rizza and Riot. Valerie, what's your favorite baby name?
You know, if I had to pick, I'm a big nature girl, so I'd probably go with Willow if it was a girl. So I don't know. What about you? What do you think, Chelsea?
Yeah, growing up, I always liked the 2 names like Marianne or Mary Claire, so I'll have to go with those 2. Zach?
Chelsea, I don't know why, but I'm going to have to go with Zach. It just has a good ring to it. But thank you, Chelsea.
The Bronco football team dropped a tough game against Northwest Missouri State last weekend.
But UCO volleyball is absolutely rolling and might have a shot at #1 ranking. Phil Rodriguez has sports next.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead.
Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the 3rd largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Happy Monday, Broncos. It was a busy weekend for sports, so let's get straight into it. The Broncos football team had a tough loss on Saturday at Northwest Missouri State, falling 38-16 to the Bearcats. After each team traded touchdowns in the first quarter, Northwest Missouri State got some lucky breaks and jumped out to a 21-7 lead early in the second half, cruising to the win from there. UCO quarterback Clayton Creasy struggled, completing only 54% of his passes for 174 yards. A bright spot was sophomore running back and Edmond North graduate Dev Matthews, who scored his first career touchdown in the first quarter on top of rushing for 61 yards. UCO's volleyball team continued to dominate over the weekend on a Kansas road trip, defeating MIAA opponents Newman and Pittsburgh State, both by scores of 3-0. The second-ranked Broncos took Newman down easily, winning by at least 10 points in 2 of 3 sets. The team hit .337 with 46 kills overall, with Sydney Huck leading the squad with 11 kills across the 3 matches. Huck again led the charge against Pittsburgh State, as she scored a season-high 16 kills with a hitting percentage of .368. But the biggest news for Bronco volleyball from this weekend might have been a fixture in Boca Raton, Florida. The top-ranked Lynn Fighting Knights took on the 9th-ranked Barry Buccaneers of Miami Shores, Florida, last Saturday in a Sunshine State Conference matchup and heated rivalry, which saw Lynn fall to Barry 3-1. Lynn was undefeated leading up to the matchup and will likely fall a few spots in the AVCA coaches poll when it's released early tomorrow. UCO sits in second place, so they'll likely find themselves with their first #1 ranking in school history, unless the coaches feel that Barry's win allows them to leapfrog UCO for the pole position. Fingers crossed, and we'll update you on tomorrow's broadcast or as soon as we find out. Now, tomorrow night, MLB playoffs will kick off, starting off with a matchup between the Tigers and the Guardians at 12 noon tomorrow, with Tarek Skubal pitching and Gavin Matthews pitching for the Cleveland Guardians. It's going to be a full day of baseball with my Red Sox playing in the evening. I'm especially excited for that one. And that's all I got for sports. Valerie, are you excited for your Yankees to lose tomorrow night?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Phil. I'll be pretty bummed out if they do, but I'm still pretty hopeful. Coming up, today is National Coffee Day. And what are the major coffee companies doing to celebrate?
And Elijah DePona will have our last look at weather after the break.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Expanding horizons, making room for the new. The modern frontier is ready for you. There's more to discover, more fun to be found. Our city is rising, just look around. Attractions, adventures, excitement and thrills, rooms of beauty and history where knowledge is filled. A convergence of cultures in spectacular places, open skies, open minds, and wide open spaces. The modern frontier awaits you to embrace it.
A morning cup of joe, whether it's the aroma, the boost of energy, or just the ritual of drinking coffee, many of us can't start the day without it. And now it's time for us to celebrate our favorite beverage, because Monday is National Coffee Day. Here's how you can score some free coffee or discounted coffee to honor the day. Dunkin' is offering a free medium hot or iced coffee whenever you order through their app. Krispy Kreme is offering all guests a free medium hot or iced coffee and a free donut with each purchase, with no purchase necessary. And Starbucks will give you 100 bonus points in their app when you buy any brewed coffee.
Now, Elijah has our last look at weather.
Welcome back. Now, today we started at 74, with cool 74 at 7 a.m. As we moved throughout the day, at noon we were at 84, and we were going to come to a cloudy 74, or I should say 64 throughout the night. As we look through our 7-day forecast, on Monday and Tuesday is going to be the cloudiest days we have throughout the week. All right, as we keep moving throughout, we're going to get to our highs of 89 on Thursday and Friday, while our weekend is going to be sunny. It's going to be a day for you to enjoy going to the park, enjoy going outside, and just enjoy the days in general. Okay, with the lows 62, 65 throughout the week, with our lowest low going to be Tuesday night at 62. But that's all I'm going to have for your 7-day forecast. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Elijah. Will it be Peanuts, Batman, or how about a Disney villain? Time is running out for you to pick which stamp the U.S. Postal Service should bring back for reprinting. It's all part of the Postal Service's Stamp Encore contest, where you can decide which of the 25 stamps should be reprinted. The Postal Service created the contest as a way to celebrate the nation's 250th anniversary. You can vote online at stampsforever.com/vote. You have until midnight on September 30th to cast your ballot. However, the winning stamp design won't be announced until May of next year. Broncos, that's all the time we have for today. My name is Zach Sexton.
And I'm Valerie Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight.